Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We have Rachel Taylor, the founder of the Park City Running Club, which has very exciting news this year. Rachel Taylor, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Clearly
I'm wearing
a runner.
Our apparel.
Yes. I love it, by the way. Who made that?
Oh, well, I created it with a friend.
Awesome.
So
that's the best. That's the best kind of t-shirt.
Exactly.
Okay, so news coming from the running club. 18 kids qualified for the Junior Olympics.
Yes.
That is insane.
I know. 18?
Yes.
We have been training so hard. We've been training since August. We have a huge club now. We have an elementary division, middle school division, and then an elite division for runners who are just really committed to the sport. And we weren't surprised when 18 qualified because we've been watching them work so hard all season.
What are the age groups that qualified?
We offer 4th through 8th.
Okay.
And that's really what we're targeting because there isn't a middle school after school program. So that's
There's no track and field?
No, so that's why I started it. I kept looking around because I have runners as my personal kids and I was looking around for a program. And there was no place for kids to run, no competitive teams for kids to run on. So eventually I just had to start it on my own.
So when you started it, did you think, okay, my goals are the Olympics? Or has it just kind of grown and grown and grown?
We've only been around, this is our 2nd cross-country season. So we've been around for a little over a year and a half, though. And I think I knew there was a need, because there's so many athletes here and so many youth athletes. And I saw it as a huge cross-training opportunity, but I knew that it would be a competitive sport as well. So I'm really not that surprised, just being the Park City vibe with all the athletes in town.
Okay, tell me about the training process. How many times were you guys running? Where were you running? What are your different circuits?
Yeah, absolutely. So we tried out something new where we had a middle school division that just stayed right after school at Ecker Hill, and that was hugely successful. So we're going to try that out over time at the elementary schools.
Nice.
Because getting a ride to and from to run has just been difficult. So we stayed after school at Ecker Hill, and that was twice a week, and then we would meet at various locations once a week. So they trained 3 days a week, and then we'd have races scattered throughout the season as well. And on Mondays, we always do speed work, even on the trails.
When you say speed work, give me specifics here.
Okay, so we do a dynamic warm-up just to get their bodies prepared. And then really it's anything from 200-meter repeats to 800-meter repeats. And the kids really push it. I mean, one of the reasons why we got our times down and had so many qualifiers is our head coach, Nikki Dotter, is all about negative splits. And your first 800, you run it out at a certain speed, and then the consecutive 800s need to be at that speed or
faster.
low or faster. Yeah, and so we've really trained the kids in that mindset, and then throw in abs, hips, and stretching at the end. And then Wednesday was always our long run to get the endurance, and Friday was a whole mix of plyometric drills to yoga, all kinds of things. We even brought in a couple times this summer a yoga specialist in town.
I love it.
So yeah, we've had such a great time.
Okay, so 4th through 8th grade, if you have no experience running, can you join the club?
Absolutely. So that's why we had the elementary and middle school program, and then what we call elite, even though it's more of a commitment mindset. But we had so many runners come who had never run before. And so we start the season off with scavenger hunts and lighter runs, and then we build our way up so that they have the conditioning so that they're more injury-free too and ready to go.
I love this. Okay, and if you are a parent with a kid who wants to run, maybe they don't, have programs at school like you said, how do they find you guys? How do they get involved?
So they can go to parkcityrunningclub.com, and right now posted we have our winter program, which will start at the end of January through March, since we're kind of finalizing this season with the Junior Olympics. And then we'll also have a track and field program. I haven't posted that yet because we have to wait on track availability.
Right.
Because we do share the track with lots of high school athletes in the spring. But if you visit the parkcityrunningclub.com website, There's a contact me if you have any questions. There's a registration page. There's a sign up page, and then there's frequently asked questions. Everything you need to know. They can just visit there.
Can I ask about registration and costs?
Yeah. So we offer scholarships. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. So there are plenty of scholarships available for those who need that. And then we try to keep the fees definitely less than $750 a session for runners. And then we have opportunities where we can get shoes for the runners or whatever they really do need. But for the winter, there's over 15 sessions for $100. And then this track and field season, it just ranged based on how often they wanted to train. So if they wanted to train 2 days a week, we'd have a fee for that. If they wanted to train the 3 days plus a week, we had an option for that.
Which is probably more of the elite group.
Yes,
with the commitment,
absolutely.
the competitive,
Yes.
wanting to qualify.
Yes, and it's a long season. So we trained a lot this summer, and we'll plan on doing like a couple more camps and things this summer. But it was a long season, so we know that they have a really strong foundation.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, what a cool program for kids who don't have the option to, get involved in the school program for running, track and field. And you are offering this to all of Park City's kids, all around here.
Everyone. We even have spoken with some kids down in Midway and Heber saying, come on up.
Really?
Yeah. So it's for anyone, any ability, any age, really 10, 11. Now, if there's someone who's been running a lot, then we'll talk to them, but through 8th grade.
Amazing.
Yeah,
amazing. Well,
thank
Rachel
you.
Taylor, founder of Park City Running Club. Sounds like you guys are very successful. In just a year and a half with 18 kids qualifying for the Junior Olympics, I think you guys have a bright future ahead of you.
Thank you so much.
Predicting that one.
We'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, thank you so much, Rachel Taylor. Running Club, the Park City Running Club, she is the founder, and we appreciate everything you're doing for these kids and offering them an opportunity to run.
Thank you so much.
Okay, a lot more coming up right here on the Mountain Morning Show. Stay tuned right after this break.